Bezat Hashem, we're back at the limud of Parashat Shavua. The tzaddikim over here. Today is the 6th of Mar Cheshvan already. Tonight, Wednesday night, 6th of Mar Cheshvan, which is the 5th day of the week of Parashat Shabbat. Thursday is the 5th day of the week of Parashat Shabbat. Lech Lecha. That's right, Lech Lecha. And that's where we are. We're in Parashat Lech Lecha, Pasuk Hey in Perek Yud Bet, number 5 in chapter 12. Read it. Let's go. Read it loud. Read it proud. No, Abraham. Yeah, be careful. Sarai. Yeah.
אשתו ואת לוט בן אחיו ואת כל רכושם אשר רכשו ואת הנפש.
No, not רכשו. רכשו.
רכשו את הנפש.
ואת הנפש.
ואת הנפש אשר עשו ואחרן ויצאו ללכת ארצה כנען ויבואו ארצה
Canaan. And over here, if you see that the first word was Canaan, right? It's a patach. Anyway, so if you notice, Aretz Canaan, look at how Aretz Canaan is written. It has a noon, a patach under the noon, and it has a patach under the ayin, right?
Wait a second.
Aretz Canaan. Lalechet Aretz Canaan. You there with me?
Pasuk Hey?
Yeah, and then the pasuk Hey, no?
Oh, okay.
Right? Aretz Canaan is spelled with the patach. Under the kuf, noon is patach, under the ayin. All right, but look at the next word. Vayavo Arza Kenaan. Kenaan. So there is actually a komatz. We read it Arza Kenaan, but you see, after the komatz there is a line. See that line down? It actually means you break for a second. So, like a psik over there. Kenaan. Yeah, Kenaan. So Arza Canaan, that's good. Vayavo Arza Kenaan.
That's it. Like when we read the Torah, that's what
That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, Kenaan. There's supposed to be a difference.
So this one is Canaan and
no, the first one is Arza Canaan. Vayavo Arza Kenaan.
So the
Kenaan, there has to be like a little milli psik. Kenaan. Okay. Okay. Vayikach. So let's touch it. Vayikach Avram et Sarai ishto, and Avram took his wife Sarai, ve'et Lot ben Achiv, and Lot his brother's son, ve'et kol rechusham, all their inheritance, all their belongings, asher rachasha, that they, I guess, acquired, ve'et hanefesh asher asu, and all the souls that they made, becharan, in Haran. Vayetzu lalechet arza Canaan, and they went to go towards the land of Canaan. Vayavo arza Canaan, and then they arrived in Eretz Canaan. Now look at the Rashi. Rashi is borrowed right away. What does it mean? Asher asu becharan. Can you make people? Can you make people?
no.
What Abraham Avinu is making people?
No.
What's going on here? What does that mean? Asher asu becharan. The people that they took people that they made with them. What's going on here? Something is fishy in this language. So Rashi is not happy about it. Rashi says something. It has to mean something. What does it mean? The following. Look at that. Sheichnisum tachat kanfei hashchina. So the first rule is that a human being, if he is not under Hashem's rulership, if he doesn't allow Hashem to guide him in this world, he is actually a question of what kind of being he is. What is he? It's like V'anima, like what? What are you? He doesn't believe in Hashem. He thinks he could do whatever he wants in this world. He's worse than an animal. A human being that doesn't believe that he has to have rules to live by, he is worse than an animal. Because even an animal knows the rules. Animal knows that you cannot touch a fire with his nose. He cannot jump into a pit. That animal knows the rules. When he sees dangerous, he doesn't go there. It's natural by an animal to distance himself from harm. But this fool, a human being, is a fool. We can't even categorize him. What are you? If you don't believe that you need a guide, you need a way of life, a path, right, to live by. So the Torah tells us that Asher Asu, what does Abraham Avinu did? What did he do? He went ahead and he made people, he helped people that did not believe in Hashem, that had no life, no purpose in life, go and now went on the path of the choice of living, believing, and observing the laws of God in this world for their own purpose. People think the Torah is just the rule of the book of rules. It's not. It's actually a guide how to survive in this world, how to live in this world, and even how to thrive in this world. So it's like somebody's telling you, imagine yourself, somebody's telling you, go through this garden. It's a garden, maze garden. You know what the maze garden is?
What is that?
Okay, and the guy tells you, in this maze garden, people died. He shows you a video, people died. Why? Because they starved, they stuck there, they couldn't come out, they died. They starved to death. But he tells you, Habibi, I give you a secret. That if you want to know which way out, there is a cutout in the bushes. If you look properly, there's an arrow pointing which way out. So you imagine yourself, this guy goes in there, knowing this information. There is an arrow built out in the bushes, certain way, could be big, could be small. It will actually point him a way out of the maze. He will go through the maze, 1 mile later, he'll come out alive, and he'll go get what he needs, right? Imagine this guy, he goes through the maze, and he says, I don't care about the signs, I'm going to find it myself. Is he a smart person?
No.
Of course he's not a smart person. Is he a person, Bichlal? How can you do that? So that's what life is. The life is all about tricks and stumbles and blocks. And we have to go around a right path. And that's the only way to go through Hashem, through Torah. Because Hashem is merciful. He wants us to have a path of a decency, of learning how to behave ourselves, how to interact, how to treat everybody. Everything is written in the Torah. There's nothing outside. The Goyim could offer us absolutely nothing. They could offer us. So Hashem said that Abraham Avinu took from Haran all the souls that they made. Who is that? Rashi says all the people they made believe in Hashem. All the people who chose to live it Hashem's way. And you know how many people there were?
How much?
Hundreds of thousands. Can you imagine talking about Abraham Avinu? Abraham Avinu. Continue. Abraham, Rashi says, Abraham migayeret ha'anashim. Abraham Avinu was working on converting men to become Jewish, teaching them to believe in Hashem.
How did he teach them?
He taught them, he gave classes like we're sitting right now. He would sit, and there'll be thousands of people sitting, and he would give speeches. He would point out, look how foolish it is to believe that the sun is God. If sun is God, how come he sits at night and the moon pushes him out? And then you say the same way about the moon. How can the moon be a God? God cannot be a moon, because the moon goes away, sun comes in, right? And what about this? And what about the belief that everything is God? We have to understand. They were looking for excuses not to serve Hashem. And they were brainwashed as children by their adults. So Aramino came now and taught to them nicely and explained to them. Give out food for free. Fed them. Didn't care if they're religious or not. Didn't care about that. First, take care of the guy. He comes in from the desert. What do you think? He cares about your God now? He needs to drink now. Give him a drink. That's how Aramino approached everything. And he made men to do tshuva. Sarah migayeret anashim. And Sarah would make a woman to become religious. And the Torah tells us that if you make a Jew, a religious Jew, observant in the Torah, if you make him go in the footsteps of Hashem, of the Torah, now he's a human being, he has a purpose in his life. You took him out of garbage dump that he was and made him into a person, of livable person. And that's why the Torah says that he made, and Sarah and that they made. Who did they make? How could you make people? Now we understand. Make them to learn Torah and to go in the path of Hashem. Upshutzo shel mikra, another explanation, Abadim ufshvachot shekanu lahem. Another explanation we could see that Abraham Avinu, he had inheritance from his father, right? His father died, left him an inheritance. So what did he do? He bought slaves with that money. He had slaves to help out in the house, to help out in the crops, to help out whatever it is. So the Rashi says that could be another explanation. כמו עשה את כל ההקרבות הזה. It says over there that Hashem made all this honor by Yaakov Avinu, right? By Yaakov Avinu, it says over there that slicha, it's not by Yaakov Avinu, right? The children of Lavan are saying in reference to Yaakov Avinu's wealth, oh, because of our father, he has all this honor, right? What's the honor? The honor is the slaves that it says in the pasuk over there, the slaves that he bought, Yaakov Avinu. So same thing here, Avraham Avinu had slaves and all that with him. So we see that that the Torah tells us
1 second.
through the acquisition of the okay. Get a chumash, Habibi. He wants to learn. He wants to learn. Okay. Now we're starting pasuk vav. Yeah, okay. Eliran Bechavot. Eliran number 6. Vav v'yavor.
ויעבור אברהם בארץ,
Not be'aretz.
בארץ, מקום שכם עד אלון. מורה ואחני אז
V'hakna'ani.
בכנעני
אז בארץ.
As baras. Beautiful, beautiful reading. So what does that mean? V'yavor Avram. Look inside. You have to be very careful to say V'yavram, not Abraham, because he didn't change his name. Yom Hashem. So V'yavor Avram, and Avram passed ba'aretz. He passed through the land. Remember, he came to Canaan. Now he's passing through the land. Ad makom Shechem. Till where? Till the residency of Shechem. We'll learn in a minute from Rashi why specifically he stopped in Shechem. Ad Alon Moreh. Alon Moreh was actually next to Shechem, or they were inside the Shechem, but lived in different areas. This was called Alon Moreh, but it was in Shechem area. V'hakna'ani az ba'aretz. But the Kna'anim were in the land. Okay? Now, we learned already the other day that why Kna'anim was going on. Let's see what happens. Rashi says like this. Vayavor Avram ba'aretz. Look at Rashi. Look at Rashi Vav. And Avram pressed through the land. Nichnas betocha. He went inside. Ad mekom Shechem. Why did he go to Shechem right away? So Rashi explains. You guys know how to read Rashi? You know how to read Rashi a little bit?
Not really.
Okay, just pay attention. You'll see that I'll pronounce it and you understand what I'm saying. It's almost similar to regular Hebrew. You there, Eliran?
Yeah.
Leitpalel al bnei Yaakov. He really came to Shechem. You know why? He wanted to pray for the children of Yaakov. Kshiavohu leilachem b'Shechem, because they're going to come and they're going to fight with Shechem to take what? Why are they fighting with Shechem? Why did Yaakov's children fight with Shechem? Who did they kidnap? Come on, people.
Can I have children?
Who?
The children?
No.
What's the question?
Who did Shechem and Hamor kidnap? That Yaakov's children came? Shimon and Levi. Dinah. Beautiful. They stole the daughter of Yaakov Avinu. They stole the sister. And they came and they killed everybody. Because stealing, kidnapping was not allowed. Kidnapping, raping, the whole thing over there. So Avraham Avinu knew that they're going to do this. There's going to be a war here. So he came to Shechem to daven, says Rashi, he already knew Baruch HaKodesh that there's going to be war here. Mazeh Alon Moreh, he Shechem, it's the same place as Shechem. Herao Har Gerizim Har Eval. Hashem showed them the mountains of Gerizim of Eval. What are those mountains? That's where the Jewish people made a vow, right? When they said Arur, Baruch, Arur, remember those? That they're standing on the mount, one group on one side, one group on the other side, and they're making a vow to observe Torah. Shisham Kibulu Israel Shivuat Torah, because Jewish people there accepted the swearing of keeping the Torah, observance of the Torah. Meaning again, even though it's foolish not to observe Torah, as we said earlier, but still it's a good, it's make it a solid acceptance, and we're going to fulfill what it says in the Torah. Now the question is, who is this Kna'ani? Why are they there? Look inside. V'hakna'ani az ba'aretz, and the Kna'ani was in the land. Why? Why does it have to say it? Haya olech v'kovesh et Eretz Yisrael mizar'o shel Shem. To teach you something very important. It says, the way that it's written, it says, Kna'ani az ba'aretz. Maza Kna'ani az ba'aretz. At that moment, the Kna'ani were there. Why does the Torah have to tell you that moment? To teach you that the Kna'anim don't belong in that land. When you see a goy say, look at these Jews, they conquered Israel, right, from the Kna'anim. How dare them, right? You tell them, what are you talking about? Do you know that they were not there, they don't belong to them? Rashi says, you know who belonged to Eretz Israel to? Shem. Who is Shem? Who is Shem? Noah's son. Who was born from Shem? Knaani? No. Knaani was born from who? Ham. So Knaani had a land and Shem had a land. It just happens to be Shem got Canaan. That's right. That land where the Knaani were, Shem belonged to him. And that's Eretz Israel. What happened? Why did Canaan conquer it from him?
Why?
Like this. Canaan, is he a good person or he's a bad person?
Who, Canaan?
Yeah.
He's a good person.
No, he was a bad person. Why is he a bad person?
How is he bad?
He convinced Ham, his father, to chop off ability to harm Noah. Didn't chop off his private, but he made a hole in it. And the Torah tells us because he made a hole in it,
He's an evil person now?
he could not give children anymore.
Who, Noah? Or the other guy?
Noah.
Noah can't give a child?
No more children.
How much kids did he have again?
He only had 3 boys. That's it.
3, yeah.
They were afraid that Canaan he wanted to inherit the land more for him. So he went to his father and he says, look what we can do. And they took Noah when he was drunk, a surgery. They made a surgery. They punctured the vein. This is the part, the area that make children. There's a vein here that if they puncture it, that vein does not shoot sperm anymore. You go to the bathroom, could perform, go to number 1, clean yourself. But if you puncture that hole, that part gets punctured, that's it. You can't have children anymore. And Canaan and Ham did that to Noah. So that's why Noah cursed them. Noah cursed them. Why are you cursing them? Because what they did with the plan that Noah shouldn't have more children and the land should be spread. So because they were so evil, they knew that they're gonna cause only disaster, that the world is gonna get destroyed again. So what did they do? Which land, do you know which land never got flooded during the Mabul?
Israel.
Eretz Israel. They knew it. Canaan knew it. And Ham, so they said, let's live there. If we live there, we'll be protected.
So they went there.
So they went there and they fought Shem's children. They threw them out, grandchildren, and they made their own kingdom in that place. So it says over here, Rashi. That's why it says V'aknani az ba'aretz. Aleph Zayin means they're now there, meaning now. Before they don't belong to be there. Who belong to? Shem. That's what Rashi says. Okay. שבחלקו של שם נפלה כשחילק נוח את הארץ לבניו. When Noah spread the land to 3 children, it happened to be that Shem, gentlemen, it's okay. He's Baruch Hashem learning with Rabbi Neri עוד מעט.
I said 3 minutes into it.
Okay, don't worry. Malkiel Skam is going to make minyan Baruch Hashem. So anyway, what you got there for us? Today, meeting ID. Oh, you didn't work today in 45?
I'm supposed to be in the line.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for coming. Okay, good. So again, Noah, when he spread the land amongst his children in Iran, he made sure that Eretz Israel falls in Shem's property. Came the Canaanim, defeated Shem's children, overtook the land, and now Avraham Avinu is coming here, and Hashem is promising this land is going to belong to Jews. Eretz Israel is going to belong to the Jews, and because really it belonged to us. It belonged to us from the beginning.
I thought that didn't Palestine own it after we took it from them?
No.
No, I'm talking about the rabbi said it's like our land or something.
What?
Didn't they Palestine used to own the land and then we
You
took it back?
speak English? What is that? Hashem from beginning gave it to us, but we didn't.
Again, Noah gave the land to Shem. Who is the descendants of Shem? We are the descendants of Shem. Canaan is not descendants of Shem. They had no right to be there. Because of their mighty power, they had a lot of power. They they captured the land by force. So what was Mida Keneged Mida? Who came and threw them out by force? Jewish people.
Oh, we took them out first?
No, they took out Shem, our grandfather. Our grandfather belongs to the land. Eretz Israel belonged to our grandfather, Shem, and his children. Ham came and they said, because we're evil, because we're Rashayim, Eretz Israel was not under the flood. If Hashem wants to destroy the land again, we're going to live in Eretz Israel. So they captured it. So now Hashem says to Avraham Avinu, you're gonna come and throw these hooligans out, these gangsters out here.
Yeah, because all because of them.
Yeah.
All because of them, Avraham Avinu. All because of Avraham Avinu, they went.
Yeah. Baruch Hashem Elolam, Amen. Amen. Let's get him in ready.